It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Charlotte Hornets in this one as they go up against the Portland Trail Blazers. And Portland finding themselves in a slide recently. Let's just say it has not been a season to remember for them. With a large chunk of the schedule behind us, they have the worst record in the entire NBA. Yikes. And Kenny, part of the early season is about making adjustments. For some, it's new personnel. For others, it's getting situated in a new city and a new arena. Tell us a little bit about that process.
Well, you know, players and coaches have been together for a while. They have the huge advantage because they know what to expect and they know the process.
I've gone through large changes in my career. Each day you just try to get a little better as a team, and you hope by the end it works out.
Joining us
Charlotte, North Carolina, as we get ready for this interconference contest here at the Time Warner Cable Arena. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. First game of this trip here for the Blazers. They're hoping to start it off with the W. Well, compared to last season, you'd have to say the start to this season has not been quite what you'd expect. They hope to improve their record with the win tonight, certainly.
And when you look at Portland, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
Yeah, and that's got to be terribly discouraging for them. I mean, I know how badly they wanted to contend for a playoff spot, but it's just not happening.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Weber is out there with Cody Zeller. Then there's Bullard. Then there's Hairston. And it's Baxter in at the shooting guard. Hairston against Kid Gilchrist. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hairston. Lets it go with the 3. The Trailblazers rebound. He feeds it to Weber. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Three-pointer. No luck. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to Cleveland.
And really, they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game. I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
And really, that's what you want every time down the floor. A simple, high-percentage shot.
Baxter, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
There's the pick. The feed to Freak from outside the arc. Count that one. Freak's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's Bullard. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Now let's send it over to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Kevin McHale.
He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JV's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact a game. Guys, we'll see how they try to deal with him.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And here are the Trailblazers now, following the score by Charlotte. Pick by Zeller. Pass to Hairston. Shoots the 3. Cannot hit. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Chase. Offensive rebound. the Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Zeller. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
I think it's been a disappointing year for him at the stripe, guys. I mean, he hasn't been as productive as he was last season from there.
And the Hornets making a change here. Jensen's checked in.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Levine can't hit.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Outside, Walker. The dish to Freak. Three-pointer. Tries again. And it's a Jensen missing. Portland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Hairston. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Feeds it to Freak. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. 8 points for Freak.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Kicks it to Hairston. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
Also making some changes. Weber, he's checked in for Zeller. P.J. Hairston comes in for Hunter. And it's Bullard in for Wright. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Charlotte, Chase in a 2-guard. Also Kemba Walker out there. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Goodman in at the power forward position. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Levine can't hit.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And he hits it to go.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Up top, Adams. He dishes it to Levine. Portland, no good that time either.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Freak. And Valanciunas now atop the key. Here's Chase. And it's the Hornets another 3.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
And no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Levine passes to Weber. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Here's Hairston. Will it go? Good, and Weber gets the assist. Hairston's got 9. Charlotte leading by 10. Outside, Walker. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs really lit it up. He finished with 39 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
And stolen by Freak. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. That's good. Kidd-Gilchrist has got 6 points.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And
that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
To the middle, deflects the pass. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Here's Bullard, guarded by Walker. Weber dishes to Hairston. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And he gets the bucket. Weber. Here's Walker. 9 points last game. 1:31 left now here in the second. And Kid Gilchrist gets to Valanciunas.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
1:22 left in the first half.
Come on, fellas, we got to pick up the pace. If we see an open look, we got to take it. We have to make them play at our tempo.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. He preached patient offense and encouraged his guys to use the shot clock. He wants his guys to be deliberate. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Rivers kicks to Freak. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Baxter, he's guarded by Rivers. Here's Baxter, rejected by Chase. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Hunter, the pass to Baxter. To the paint. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Portland, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Hornets lead by 17. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
All right, Charlotte, now entering